Hey everyone, welcome back to Those Fake Nerds. I'm your host, Brian, and when the Steam Machine was announced way back in November now, a lot of people were wondering how much is this going to cost? Because if it's looking to compete head to head with consoles, that would indicate that it would be cheaper than a gaming PC. But given that it is Steam and Steam is or rather, it is Steam and Valve is a PC based company, it probably was going to be priced more similarly to a high end PC, which would kind of put it out of the console bracket, despite what Valve was trying to do with it. Well, we got an update, but it's not a great update. We don't have a price yet, and it's really due to shortages of memory and GPUs and all that. If you've been paying attention to the AI news, you'll be well acquainted, but here is what Valve wrote in their statement. So they said, we started the Steam hardware blog as a way to specifically address topics surrounding Steam hardware and wanted to share by tackling some of the most frequently asked questions we received since announcing these three new products on November 12th. Before we dive into some of the hardware specific questions we've seen, we want to get straight to the two we know everyone is wondering the most about. When will these be launching and how much will they cost? When we announced these products in November, we planned on being able to share specific pricing and launch dates by now, but the memory and storage shortages you've likely heard about across the industry have rapidly increased since then. Limited availability and growing prices of these critical components mean we must revisit our exact shipping schedule and pricing, especially around Steam Machine and Steam Frame. Our goal of shipping all three products in the first half of the year has not changed, but we have work to do to land on a concrete pricing and launch date that we can confidently announce. Being mindful of how quickly the circumstances around both of these things can change, we'll keep you updated as much as we can as we finalize those plans as soon as possible. In the meantime, we plan to use this blog to deliver additional content from deep dives into specific features, videos in blog form, to update and what's new write-ups. In this first go round, we thought it would be helpful to answer some of the other most asked questions about topics surrounding the new hardware. And for the Steam Machine, they continued, how well can the Steam Machine play newer, more demanding games on Steam? In our testing, the majority of Steam titles play great at 4K 60 frames per second FSR on Steam Machine. That said, there are some titles currently require more upscaling than others, and it may be preferable to play at a lower frame rate with VRR to maintain a 1080p internal resolution. In the meantime, we are working on HDMI VRR, investigating improved upscaling, and optimizing ray tracing performance in the driver. So we're approaching this from multiple angles. So that's obviously not what you want to hear right now. I think that we all kind of assumed that the pricing was going to make or break the Steam Machine, and I feel that Valve is also feeling the heat of whether or not this is going to be reasonably priced. And right now, I would say there's really no indication that prices are going to normalize. Certainly, if you went to build like the current PC you have with all the same specs and you tried to build it today, it would be more expensive, which is insane. That's usually not how this kind of stuff works. Usually, as time goes on, newer, better versions of the various component parts come out, and you're very easily able to upgrade at a reasonable price. But right now, the price of RAM is absolutely out of control, as are the price of GPUs. And that's really due to OpenAI, who made a bunch of backroom deals with various companies and now are promised like 2/3 of the available RAM now and in the future for a while. And all these other companies are left to kind of scramble and see what they can do in order to deliver the type of product that they thought they were going to be able to when this was all conceptualized. Because, of course, Valve didn't see this coming. No one really saw this coming, not to this degree. So there's no reason that Valve would have expected something like this to happen. But very unfortunate there. What are your thoughts? Are you still anticipating getting a Steam machine? Are you waiting to see what the price is before you commit one way or another? I think for me, I'm expecting it to be pretty expensive, so I doubt very much that I'm going to get a Steam machine unless all of a sudden I get tons more subscribers and views and I can justify spending that much money on a PC for my living room, which, I'm hopeful, but I'm not going to count on it, you know? So let me know your thoughts about all of this. If you watch this on WikiGood Everything, please subscribe to this channel. Usually I have more in-depth stuff, but this week's been pretty crazy, so I've just been able to throw this one together. If you watch this on Those Fake Nerds, where I've been pumping out content pretty regularly in this format, please subscribe to that channel or WikiGood Everything. Also check out our WikiGood Sports channel and our Better Radio channel, where we have all of our podcasts. Right now, the main one going is The Traders and our Knight of the Seven Kingdom recap, both very good. And yeah, just check out all of our channels, and I will see you in the next one.